Hey guys, I am reviewing slash swatching the Mini Breaker and Jawbreaker palette from Jeffree today. I got the bundle deal off of Beautylish, and I order off of Beautylish because they always ship way faster than the Jeffree website does. So this got to me in like 4 days as opposed to like a week and a half it's been before with Jeffree website. So I'll start with the Mini Breaker first. This is a cute little, he's never done a small palette like this before. This has 9 shadows in it, and I believe only, let me see, hold on. Only Bite Me is a repeat in here. Bite Me and Bubblegum. So these two down here are in the Jawbreaker palette as well. I need to turn my phone down because this constant message thing is driving me insane. I'm just going to do some swatches and kind of talk about it. This one has a really nice little array of bright colors, and then you have the double scoop one is kind of neutral, and Hot Fudge is definitely a good crease color if you want to tone everything down and you don't just want a super bright look. Slice isn't very bright either, that's like a gold. So I'm going to, let me take my Fitbit off because that always goes off when I'm trying to swatch and it's annoying. Alright, so double scoop. This one is like a matte, it's very creamy. It's a matte mustardy shade. So that one's super nice. I'll bring my lamp closer, hopefully get better lighting here. And I do have a wipe handy so that I'm not making a mess over here. Then we have Orange Crush. This is a matte orange that has gold sparkles in it. There's not a ton of sparkles, so I don't know how well you're going to be able to see it or if it's even going to pick up. But there's definitely gold sparklies in it in the pan. Yeah, you can kind of see. I really like that color. That's very summery, nice and bright. Then we have Foreplay, which is a matte pinky fuchsia type color. We have Oral, which is, this is definitely like an iridescent purple with a blue duochrome. I really like this shade. This is probably my favorite one in this palette. You can see when the light hits it, it's got that blue shift to it. Then we have Purple Punch, and Purple Punch takes a lot of work here. It's kind of patchy, and I get it because purples are very hard to make, matte purples anyway. And then when you wipe it off, which you will see, we'll see on my finger, it stains pink really badly. So I will probably not get a lot of use out of that color, even though I really love purples. I'm going to try to make it work. Slice is this crazy metallic gold. It's kind of on the deep gold side. It's not like a bright yellow gold or anything. Very metallic and pretty. So those are the first 2 rows, and I'll show you when I wipe off that color. The pink wants to stay. None of the other ones are really that bad, but the pink from the Purple Punch really wants to stain. Okay. And then we have the bottom row here, we've got Bubblegum, which is just a matte hot pink. This one's kind of lighter than I thought it was going to be. It looks like it's a really, really bright in the pan, but it's not too bad on the skin. It's not like neon pink. Then Bite Me is a really pretty metallic purple. This one is super duper pigmented, very nice and creamy, super shiny. And then we have Hot Fudge, which is a really nice taupey matte shade. And those are the 9 shades in the Mini Breaker palette. So this is a really cute one if you're gonna like travel and you want some bright colors. And like I said, you've got the neutral Hot Fudge there for a nice toned down color in the crease. But I really like this one so far. Really like the colors, except for that purple punch. Like I said, it stains, which is not a total deal breaker for me, but it also is pretty patchy. So when I have to work that much with the shadow, it's not gonna be a go-to shade for me when I'm using this palette. But all the other shades are good. So then we have Jawbreaker, which is the big mamma jamma here. This is the biggest eyeshadow palette that Jeffree Star has done so far. It doesn't have big bulky packaging like Blood Sugar and Blue Blood does. It's a very thin cardboard packaging, very similar to the Thirsty palette. I don't have that one right near me, but I think it's slightly bigger than the Thirsty palette. I know there's more shades in here, but this is just like a rainbow of awesomeness. It does have a mirror that's almost the full size of the lid here. And again, a really nice mix of neutrals and colors and mattes and shimmers. There's a lot of mattes in here actually. So I'm gonna go across in rows to do the swatches for this, and hopefully I can do this without making my... I just took pictures for my blog and my arm is kind of stained, so I'm gonna try to do this on my hand and fit like 6 each time. So Virgin right here is a very creamy matte white. This is pretty patchy. Not the best matte white I've ever used, but it's a good mixing one. Like you can mix it with other colors to kind of blend and make them lighter. Then we have Good Morning, which is a matte baby pink. That one's a lot smoother than the Virgin one. Not as patchy. Hopefully you can see. My nose is itchy. Then we have Bubblegum, which is the color that was in the Mini Breaker. It's a bright Barbie doll pink matte shade. We have Wow, which is a bright matte yellow, and this is, again, not the greatest yellow I've ever used, but it's pretty good. It's definitely one of those that's going to need a white base underneath to really make it pop, because I don't have anything on my hand right now. Then we have Suck. This is a matte neon orange. Definitely a summer shade. And then we have Liquorice, which is this insane red. It's very, very soft. Like, I think I just broke a piece doing that. But it's so red. Like, perfect, true red shade. That is Liquorice. So that's the first row. That red is really, really soft, but it also doesn't stain too badly. So you can see, oh my god, there's a spider that's driving me insane. I had to kill it. Okay. I just saw it crawling up the wall. I thought I got it before and I couldn't find it, so I didn't trust it, and I knew I didn't get it. Alright, next, this row is very pastel. And I really, really like the colors in this row. So the first one is Cute. This is a pastel seafoam, I guess is the best way to describe that. This is like a Vanellope Von Schweetz color to me from Wreck-It Ralph. It's the same color as her hoodie. Then we've got Fuck, which is a wonderful name for an eyeshadow, but this is like a neon coral. It's so pretty. This is one of my favorite colors in here. You definitely have to build it a little bit, but it's so pretty and fun, and like definitely a shade you don't see a lot in an eyeshadow. Then we have Gumdrop, which is a pastel purpley lavender shade. So pretty, super smooth and soft. We have Snack, which is a metallic baby pink. This is crazy. This would make an awesome highlighter too, because it's such a pretty light metallic shade here. Then we've got Brain Freeze. This is a matte baby blue. Super duper smooth again. Most of the mattes in here are Jawbreaker, is a metallic white gold. Another one that would make an awesome highlight shade. So pretty. So that is that middle row. Totally pastel, super pretty colors. And none of those stain at all because they're all pretty light. Now this row is the row that stained my arm, so I kind of want to do it on my arm again so that I'm not going to mess up the swatch area for that row. Ugh, why do I have to have tattoos here? It's messing up my swatching. Maybe I can do it like this, but then it's going to be in my arm hair. Let's try it, okay? This one is called And What, and this is a metallic pinky red. So, you know what, I'll just do it on my hand, on this hand. Can't swatch great with my left hand, but let's try. That is a horrible swatch, but that's And What. Metallic pinky red, very pretty. Then we have Orange Juice, which is this awesome metallic orange. Look how shiny it is. Look how stained my fingers are. This is a metallic orange, very bright, super pigmented. It's very soft too, so you don't want to go digging in that one too hard. Sour is a matte lime green. This one is pretty patchy too. It's very soft, but it's pretty patchy. I apologize for all the noise with the traffic. That was, I think FedEx just dropped something off, but Soaked is a matte true blue color here. This one's actually really nice. A lot of the times blue, like matte blues, are pretty patchy. And look, I just spoke too soon. But this one is not bad. It's very creamy formula, super soft. Then we have Raspberry, which I love this shade. I love raspberry eyeshadows, probably because I love red so much, but I like to do like white gold shades like that with raspberry in the crease, especially around the holiday times. That didn't make sense. Around the holidays. But that's such a pretty matte raspberry shade. It's exactly raspberry. Like you say raspberry, you think that color. So that is like a row of jewel tones. They kind of did like neons, well mostly neon, pastels, jewel tones, and then the dark shades. But that is one last look at that row. And this is the row. Oh, I didn't do the last color. But see how pretty stained. Cotton Candy. This is super duper soft too. It's softer than that orange shade. But look at this ridiculous metallic pink. Let me do it over here where I don't have any staining going on. Isn't that crazy? That is such an awesome pink. I'm in love with this shade. So that's that row. And I think actually it's that pink that stained me the most last time. Yeah, see, it's kind of hard to get off. It just wants to smear around a lot. But that row, out of all of them, definitely make sure you use a good primer because they stain. That's as good as I'm gonna get it right now. Then we'll go back to my other hand because this row didn't stain too badly. And this is the last row anyway, so I won't make too much of a mess. We have Lemon Drop, which is a metallic yellow. Not quite as bright as this Wow one, but this one is really nice. I'm like dying to do a look with the metallic yellow, orange, and that red. That just screams bright ass summertime to me. Then we have Bite Me, which was the other shade that was also in the mini breaker, but I'll swatch it anyway. Looks so nice next to that yellow. I love purple and yellow together. It's just this metallic royal purple. Then we've got Cherry Wet. This is a matte pinky red. Another really nice bright shade. That one's, I don't know why there's so much traffic today. Our street is usually dead. I guess I'm hearing it more because I've got the window open too. There's Cherry Wet. And then we've got Tasty, which is a nice cool toned brown matte shade. And we have Cone, which is another neutral shade here. This is a matte peach. I don't know how well you're going to see that because it's pretty close to my skin tone here. And then the last one is Delicious. This one kind of feels out of place to me in here. It's a really, really dark navy blue. A little bit patchy, not too bad. It just seems out of place because it's so dark in this bright palette. I mean, like, the brown is there, but the brown is kind of needed because you need that as a neutral crease color if you want it. But really enjoying this palette so far. I know I'm gonna get more use out of this one than the Blue Blood. I love the Blue Blood palette, but it's not every day that I wear a bunch of blue eyeshadows, so when I do use it, I usually use 1 or 2 shades and then I have to grab from another palette. But the Jawbreaker palette, really nice. The Mini Breaker, which, how did I already lose it? What did I do with it? Here it is. This is a little size comparison here. This one is pretty big, but it's not like huge. I thought it was going to be bigger. 24 shades in it, which I think his big palettes like this usually have 18. I don't know, I think he changes the number of them every time. But 24 shades in this one, 9 shades in this one. They're both really nice. They both, oops, I'm gonna get out of here. The eyeshadows in both of them are the same size. So as you can see, if you're not looking for all these bright colors, the Bite Me and Bubblegum are both in this one. Bubblegum and Bite Me are both in this mini palette. But other than that, like the gold, there's no gold in here like that. This Oral shade, which is my favorite one in here, that kind of duochrome-y shade, there's none like that in here. There's actually no duochromes in this one. That's kind of a bummer. But yeah, and then like this mustard shade, the matte orange, there's no, well, I guess, you know what, this Suck color is kind of close, but this one's got gold sparkles in it. Watch, I'll do Suck and Orange Crush. They're pretty close, but this one's a little lighter, more on the coral side, and it has sparkles in it. But I'm glad I ended up getting the duo of both of them because I knew I couldn't pass that up. I'm too obsessed with this eyeshadow palettes to pass up both one of them and just get one. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed my swatch fest here. This video is going to take me forever to edit now, but I will talk to you in my next one.